Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Garima and my social media accounts are Wandering with Paint. If you would like to check my Instagram, it's here somewhere. Okay, so the first question that arrives when you think about Sri Lanka is visa. So what's the procedure of visa? Basically, there are two kind of visa that Sri Lanka provide you. First is e-visa and the second is visa on arrival. So the visa on arrival is a bit costly, so I will prefer that you guys should go for e-visa. E-visa you can apply online. I will mention the link in the description and on the screen. So the amount of visa you have to pay $20 for e-visa. So that is around 1500 rupees. So now it comes to the flight. The best deal for the flight you will get from South India, that is Chennai and Madurai. Some people say that Bangalore, but if you are traveling especially from another part of India to Bangalore, I won't prefer that because it will be still costly than the deal that you get from Chennai and Madurai. And you know, reaching the Bangalore airport itself is so costly. So the best way to go Sri Lanka from flight is from Chennai or Madurai. I paid around 9,200 rupees for the flight, so it was quite a good deal. Then the visa is 1500 and the flight is 9,500. Let's take so visa and flight, let's keep it 11,000. So now it comes to budget, like how did I manage my budget? My Sri Lanka trip was actually from 16th of March to 4th of April. So it's 20 days. So for 20 days I spent for accommodation, food, transport and everything. So first let's talk about, oh wait, just a second. Some people ask me about the ship. So I want to talk about that. Actually where the ship land, like reach in the part of Sri Lanka, I went there. You might have seen the nomadic Indian video Rama Setu. So that is the area where from Rameshwaram to Sri Lanka they connect the ship, the ferry. So right now that area is under Navy control and the construction is going on. When I went to that place, they said that within 1 year or by this year they will start the ship. So guys, right now there's no ship facility. So everyone who was asking about the ship, you have to wait. Even I'm waiting for that because I want to go to Jaffna again, and that is the best way to go to Jaffna because from Colombo to Jaffna is also a very long journey. So the place name is Thalai Manar, where the ship goes from Rameshwaram to Sri Lanka. And when it will start it, I will get you guys notified. So right now, no ship. Let's move now to the budget and accommodation and everything. So for how to stay in Sri Lanka, the best thing is hostel. Hostels are cheap. The most expensive hostel was in Jaffna. It was 1000 rupees. Actually, it was 1200 Sri Lankan rupees. But I told them that I don't want breakfast, so they gave me 1000 Sri Lankan rupees. That is Indian 450 rupees. So the most expensive hostel I stayed was Indian 450 rupees. So when you go to the south coast, that is Unawatuna, Mirisa, Bentocha, Hikdua and Veligama. There you can find like cheap hostel. The cheapest I stayed was Sri Lankan 500 rupees in south coast. That was Indian 220 rupees. So you can consider that for everyday stay the cost will be around 200 to 300 rupees, and in Jaffna it will be around 450 rupees. So per day 200, 300, 200, 300. So yeah, that is how it works. So including this, then food in south coast is expensive. It's like, oh man, it's hell expensive guys. So I am a vegetarian, so there was like three options in all the menu. Veg burgers was not there. It was veg sandwich, veg noodles, veg fried rice. All 10 days or more I ate just veg sandwich, veg fried rice. Basically veg fried rice because veg sandwich was hell costly. So you have to find local place, Sri Lankan local place to eat it. Sri Lankan local place for your food because the cafes are so costly. Like your money will be like finished like this in South Coast. So I found few. You can find some places, but the food. If you're non-vegetarian, you are fine. If you're vegetarian, you are like, I mean, veg fried rice is your lifesaver. So food in South Coast is expensive. Food in Jaffna, in the north and northeast, is not that expensive. You can find dosa and it is cheap. So you have to manage food and find local places. Once you find the local places, it is cheap. So about transport now. Personally, I was hitchhiking, guys. Most of the time in Sri Lanka, I was asking for lifts here and there because tuk-tuk auto is expensive. It is expensive, and well, you can take bus, but sometimes it used to happen that the bus timing was different and my timing was different, so hitchhiking was the only option. But this video is not to tell you guys that you should do hitchhiking too. No, like, if you are not confident and if you are afraid, don't do it. I am not telling you guys to do hitchhiking to save money. Like, you don't save enough money from hitchhiking, but I am a budget traveler, so I save a little. So if you are confident and you think hitchhiking is for you, you guys should do. It will save a little money for you to survive some more days and eat some more good food. So for transport, I was using train, bus, hitchhiking, and sometimes tuk-tuk, but it was expensive. So this is all about transport. So how much I spent it in all this: food, transport, and accommodation. I did my money exchange first. I exchanged my Indian to Sri Lankan and I took 13,000 Sri Lankan rupees. And then my card was not working in Sri Lanka, so I borrowed 5,000 from my friend. And shout out to Nomadic Indian, thank you so much. He paid 1,000 rupees for my hostel in Jaffna because I was out of cash. So thank you so much, Dipanshu. Like, thank you. And so it was 13,000, 5,000, and 1,000 from Dipanshu. And here and there he paid my bus ticket also, so let's take it 200 rupees or something. So 13,000, 5,000, 18,000, and 1,000, 19,000, and 200, let's take it as 500. So 19,500 Sri Lankan rupees I spent in 20 days. 19,500, let's take it 20,000. So for my accommodation and everything in Sri Lanka. So now अगर बात करें कि where to exchange the money. First, I don't suggest you to exchange your complete currency at the airport. No, don't do that. I understand that when you arrive Sri Lanka, you need some Sri Lankan currency to reach Colombo, but 500 rupees is enough. So you can take 1,000 or 2,000 Indian rupees and change into Sri Lankan at airport or at some tourist place in India. Not more than that. You will not get the good price. I did this mistake. That's why I ended up borrowing money because I wasted my 3,000 Indian rupees at airport. So just exchange a little amount of money at the airport. Then what you have to do is you get out of the airport and take the bus to Colombo. It is 150 to 100 rupees. Then you reach Colombo and take auto to main market in Colombo, and there are so many jewelry shops that exchange the money, and there you will get the best deal for the exchange rate. So you can exchange your money there. So this is the procedure for the exchange of money. The amount came is 19,500. So let's take it 20,000 and then convert into the Indian. So it will become around 8,000 rupees. When you exchange it, it will vary a little. So let's take it 10,000. 8,000 to 10,000, yeah. Let's take it 10,000 rupees. So my flight and visa was 11,000 and my budget that I spent was 10,000. So 11 and 10. I total spent 21,000 in 20 days in Sri Lanka. So, and people were asking me what are the places to visit. Like, if you like touristic places, you should go to South Coast, and if you like to see the part that is more close to India and you don't like much tourist, you want to go to the peaceful place, then you should go to north in the Jaffna. And there are hills, Kendi, Ella and Adam Peak, so you can visit that. So you can follow me on Instagram to know the places. I write in my description how was my experience. So my Instagram is wandering with paint, somewhere here there. So yeah, I hope you guys liked the video and I hope it helped you. And sorry, I forgot to speak in Hindi. I hope I was very clear in my English and it helped you. Let's see you in the next video. Bye.